What's good, y'all? Dr.Trehunna. So it's Metabolic Monday, so today I'm going to teach you something new about the human body. You already know the vibes. All right. So there's a lot of cognitive dissonance when it comes to artificial sweeteners, sugar-sweetened beverages, and water, right? So today, what I'm going to tell you is the hierarchy that what I feel like is going to be the best ones for you to consume on a daily basis, right? And what artificial sweeteners actually do in the human body so people are not so afraid of it, right? Now, first things first, we already know the best between those three, sugar, artificial sweeteners, and water, is what? Water, right? Duh. Why? And by the way, this is matcha green tea. Because water literally has nothing in it that can literally deplete or cause gas, cause bloating, cause insulin resistance, raise your glucose levels, etc. It's that simple. The best thing for you to drink is water. And the best type of water for you to drink is water with electrolytes in it. All right, your body is composed of an electrical soup. It's not just straight water. So you know, when we grew up, we all heard, oh, your body's 70% water. No, it's 70% water along with magnesium, potassium, sodium, chloride. Exactly. All right, so you don't just want to give your body just straight water. All right, you want to give your body water with electrolytes in it. First things first. All right, that's why I tell my clients, hey, have some Essentia or have some smart water, etc. Right now, between artificial sweeteners and between sugar sweetened beverages, the main reason why I try to take my clients away from sugar sweetened beverages is because majority of my clients have metabolic problems. All right, which means what? They're dealing with some sort of insulin resistance. They are type 2 diabetic or pre-diabetic. They have hyperinsulinemia, or they have high blood pressure, hypertension. So when you're dealing with these issues, the main reason why you're in this predicament in the first place just so happens to be sugar. All right, it could be sugar that's coming from agave. It could be sugar coming from somebody's left toe. It could be sugar coming from a soda. It doesn't matter. Sugar is sugar for the human body. All right, when you give your body sugar, right? And when I'm referring to sugar, sugar is a sucrose molecule, which means what? It got glucose in it and it got fructose. Glucose by itself, if you have too much of it, it can literally cause your body to produce more insulin, right? And you don't want a lot of fructose, because fructose is a thing that's the sweet tasting sensation when you do decide to drink something, right? But this cause some sort of insulin resistance or cause visceral fat, because it's going to overload your liver. Okay, so keep in mind, when you think of table sugar, that is composed of glucose and fructose. All right, now when you're drinking a lot of sugary beverages, what's going to happen is, because your body likes this sugary beverages, you're going to want more of it because your body likes the sweet sensation, right? And the fructose molecule within the sugar actually signals to your body that, hey, we're basically starving. Winter is coming. We need to start storing energy sooner than later. So that's why when you have something sugary, you're looking for something sugary again in the next hour or two, if not in the next 30 minutes. Simple. All right. So one thing I always tell my clients, especially if you're somebody who's trying to lose weight, do not drink your calories, eat your calories. That way you're getting more bang for your buck. That way you're actually feeling the full sensation versus you drinking 3 to 4 Pepsis a day, right? And yeah, the Pepsis are great. Not great for your health, but they taste great. But when it's all said and done, now you're still looking for food. Because 9 times out of 10, when you're having that Pepsi, you're having it with food. You're having it in tandem with something. So if you're going to drink something, you want to drink something with 0 calories, such as water. All right. Now, why do artificial sweeteners get a bad rap? There's something called epidemiological studies, or it's called descriptive statistics, or observational studies, which means what? There's food scientists that come out and they see somebody drinking a diet soda, right? And they see the person that's drinking diet soda, and they also got lung cancer for some odd reason. So then what they do is they come to a conclusion, oh, that diet soda causes cancer. Does that make any logical sense? No. All right. So because descriptive statistics, what they basically do, they try to find correlations between things, right? But correlation doesn't mean causation. I'm going to say it again. Correlation does not mean causation. All right. When it comes to anything in life, you don't want to make correlations like that, right? Just like we all grew up, if you played sports, that, oh, a white man can't jump. They made a whole movie about that, right? Oh, if you're black, you just somehow going to jump higher than all Caucasians, right? But when it's all said and done, we all know, especially if you play sports, oh, that's not the case. There was some dudes on my basketball team that was able to dunk, and I wasn't able to dunk, and they just so happened to be white, and they were shorter than me. You see what I'm saying? So you can't infer these type of things day in and day out, right? So when it comes to artificial sweeteners, what happens is, because they're making or drawing these conclusions, now a lot of people saying, okay, well, between this diet soda and this Pepsi, I might as well just drink the Pepsi. You shouldn't do that. All right. Now, when it comes to majority of the fluid that you're consuming, you most definitely should have more water. But artificial sweeteners are going to be a little bit better than you having a Pepsi. So if there's a spectrum, there's going to be water right here. There's going to be artificial sweeteners in the middle. And then there's going to be sugar sweetened beverages. I'm talking about agave. I'm talking about fruit juices. I'm talking about smoothies. It doesn't matter. You're not supposed to be really drinking your calories. All right. Especially if you're trying to better your metabolic health. All right. Now, there's another thing. So what I will do is I'm going to go ahead and give you the best 3 artificial sweeteners. So if you actually see this at the store, this is the best thing to sweeten your like coffee, your tea, whatever with. All right. So the top 3 is going to be chicory root, which is inulin. All right. It's going to be stevia or monk fruit. Now, I also allow my clients to have erythritol and allulose. All right. So this is the top 5. So allulose, erythritol, monk fruit, stevia, chicory root, or inulin. If you see any product that's sweetened with these are the best for you, literally, okay? And once again, this is the main reason, because they are naturally sweetened beverages. So they literally kind of somewhat come from the earth. They're not really chemically composed like sucralose or acetylfoamine potassium, right? Or aspartame. These things are literally created in a lab, right? So if it's created in a lab, it is so foreign to the human body that the human body doesn't know what to do with it, right? It also brings no nutrients with it. So it is sweetened. Yeah, it's better because it has no calories within it, right? But if it's foreign to the human body, we as humans still don't know the main effects or what it can do to us later down the road, right? Because these things are so new. We just started creating these things about 20, 30 years ago. All right. So right now, what I would tell y'all to do is make sure majority of the things that you're drinking is water, right? But if you want a diet soda here and there, that's cool. What I don't want you to do is you're the person that's going to the store and they're drinking about 6 to 7 diet sodas a day. That's kind of like the person that's going to Five Guys and they say, yeah, let me get the large fry, let me get the burger and the hot dog, but just let me get a diet soda. It's like, yo, you look crazy, right? So as long as majority of the fluid that you're consuming doesn't have a lot of artificial sweetened things, then by all means, you can have it here and there, have it as a treat. So one thing I like to do is every single time I have something that's artificially sweetened, right, then I go ahead and I have a water after that. So let's say I have a Sprite Zero. I'm going to go ahead and have some water right next to it. Then let's say if I want some Mio, right? And the Mio is kind of like a liquid enhancer. I go ahead and you make a few drops and it makes your water taste a lot better, right? But it do got some artificial sweeteners in it. After that, I'm going to have to drink straight water. Now, one thing I also want you to take into consideration is how your body responds to it, okay? So if you're somebody that always been dealing with some sort of gut problems or gut issues, such as you got like IBS, or you have SIBO, which is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, just see how your body responds to it after that you have artificial sweeteners. So if you're somebody who has like the inulin, or you have the sucralose and you have the aspartame, and you're noticing that you're experiencing some sort of gas and bloating or diarrhea, then hey, 9 times out of 10, it might be that, especially if you didn't have any sugar sweetened beverages that day or nothing crazy such as like a chocolate cake or something really carb and fatty, all right, because that could do the exact same thing in the human body. But if you're noticing that, okay, you're eating more of a whole foods diet, right, and you're not having no keto snacks or whatever that may be, and you're drinking that Sprite Zero or you're drinking that Cherry Coke Zero, and you start to experience some bloating, hey, you can literally attribute it to what? That diet soda. It is that simple. All right. So ultimately, listen to your body, and that's what I want my clients to do. You can have it here and there, just don't play yourself, because your body's gonna literally snitch on itself. It's just up to you to take heed to the information your body's providing you. Just like there's people who is lactose intolerant, they know they're lactose intolerant, but they still choose to have some Cold Stone or have some ice cream. They know what's gonna happen when they have it. They still are making a conscious decision of doing it. So that's what I want you to do when it comes to artificial sweeteners too, all right? Because at the end of the day, we already know that you can have artificial sweeteners. It's better than you having sugar sweetened beverages. But when it's all said and done, water is the best thing to do, or best thing to have. You having something here and there, it's not gonna be the end of the world, all right? Once again, last but not least, just so you have an idea, the best artificial sweeteners on the market is going to be inulin, chicory root, monk fruit, allulose, erythritol, stevia. All right. Anything else, have it sparingly or have it in moderation. You better not be drinking Crystal Light all day like it's water, because it's not water. Simple. All right. Hopefully y'all learned something today. And that's your reset tip of the day. It's gonna help you stay snatched all the time, not only summertime. Once again, I'd rather you have the artificial sweeteners than the sugar sweetened beverages, but I'd rather you have water than anything else. And this is matcha green tea once again. All right. Talk to y'all soon.